Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry. Let me tell me if you can hear this.
yeah, I hear it. It's choppy, but I know what that is.
All right. I'd like to welcome everyone to the first episode of That's All Kayfabe with Lorenzo and Gabe.
What's
Where
up,
we're
guys?
talking about wrestling. Hey, Gabe. How's everything going, Gabe?
It's going good, man. Just chilling, watching wrestling. I make sure to wear my AEW shirt to prove I'm a mark.
Oh yeah, the
yeah, got it. We're starting off strong here, man. We're starting off strong.
the E stands for embarrassing, all embarrassed wrestling. No.
Yeah, man, dude, it's hit or miss over there, man. I really like some of the shit they do, but then some of the other stuff, it's like I kind of like just went away secondhand embarrassment shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and I remember like first getting back into wrestling, and we'll talk about that. I think the when I did get back into wrestling, it was when AJ Styles showed up at the Royal Rumble,
Uh
and I
huh.
know you were talking about that return, and I had fallen off wrestling forever, and then my buddy Retro Inc was like, "Oh man, you got to watch wrestling. AJ Styles is in WWE," and I didn't realize how big of a deal that was when he showed up there.
Yeah.
Apparently, right? He was like in for he was a ninja. He was working in Japan or whatever.
I don't know something, man. Secret missions, bro. I guess he must have done a good job if it was a big deal. But yeah, no, I was still watching wrestling at the time. I think the time I stopped was between like '09 and '10. It was like for a few months because like when Raw had like that celebrity manager bullshit era. So I missed all of
Oh
that,
yeah,
thank God. But I know like I think at the time it's like all my true colors were showing where it's like, oh, I look at New Japan shit, I look at Ring of Honor shit, like what every other fan does. So when AJ Styles came back, I was just like, holy fucking shit. Like this is fucking crazy, You never seen him, never thought that would happen in a million fucking years. But
hmm
that's I guess, like they say, I mean as cheesy as it sounds, you hear it all the time, but it's like never say never, I guess.
that is the case going around right now, especially with the surprise return of CM Punk to
I
fucking WWE. That's where he's at.
I swear to God, I thought you were gonna say fucking our truth.
No, that's what everyone's saying. And then I hate it too because Randy Orton came back and he looked good. Fucking
Dude, he's like what, 46, 47?
I don't even know how
This
snakes
this this
age,
this dude is chiseled from fucking marble, bro. Because he has
dude.
just all he does is just get facial hair and that's it. But he still stays like cut and everything, dude. It's amazing.
Dude, he looks like better than ever. I remember seeing him in the days of Evolution at the beginning, and he looked like a skinny little punk. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
now he's just threatening looking. Like
I know,
holy
dude.
shit,
He's that's the man, dude. It's like longest time I never cared for Randy Orton, but it's like just grow to like appreciate them as like time goes on. Well, I sound like a fucking boomer.
no, he was always like the guy who would like turn his back on you no matter what, right? You gotta like he's slithering or whatever, and
Like a snake,
uh
like a python of some
yeah,
sort.
out of nowhere,
Uh,
like some sort of snake like creature.
out of the blue, RKO out of the blue. It's like,
But
that
I've
don't sound right. How about out of nowhere? Okay.
out of the blue. I have this clip here, and I think this was how we all reacted when CM Punk showed up. Let me pull it up here.
Dude, fuck yeah.
I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure my
god,
voice went up octaves when I fucking
dude. Oh my god. I was jumping around, dude. I was like, "There's no fucking way this shit's happening, my guy."
dude. I was the exact way. I was here with my niece, and I put it on literally just to be like, he's not gonna show up, whatever.
Hmm.
Because everyone's like, he's not gonna show up. He's not gonna show up. I'm here doing like computer homework, like the
Uh huh.
pantomime. and yeah, ASD. And I was here with my niece, and then at the end you hear Randy Orton's song playing, and then you even see the little sticker show up at the corner that's
Dude,
like, "Thank
he
everyone for
fucking did
tuning
that,
in."
man.
Yeah, thank everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next time, and then or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I
Kristen
always,
wants to suck.
yeah, yeah. Crispin was
Oh
back.
shit! Just like, yeah, wait, what the fuck? Huh?
Hide your
What?
kids, hide your wife. Christopher was back. Uh, nah, fucking. So yeah, even I was like yelling at the screen, like, "Oh shit! Oh, there's no way! They're fucking with
Dude,
us!" And then he popped out, and I was like, "Damn."
cause I don't know about you, like I kind of keep up with like when they show like wrestling news on YouTube, whatever. But sometimes when it's like CM Punk shit, I just kind of like blow it over. It's like, man, I know everyone wants to talk about him, but I'm just there thinking like that's not gonna fucking happen. But
Hmm.
then sure enough, it's in Chicago. Oh, Randy Orton's not here yet. Duh, what do we do? Duh, I don't know what do we do. And then I'm just like, I was like, bitch, they're not. I was like, they're gonna play this, huh? And then sure enough, Randy Orton comes out, and you're like, fuck yeah, Randy Orton comes out. I'm happy Randy Orton's back.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm
that
just
was
like,
great.
and then they show the sticker, and I'm like, you know what? CM Punk's like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So I was like, even if he doesn't come back, like Randy Orton's back, it's a good pay per view. I'm happy. And then the music hits, and like, what the fuck? Oh shit! Like I'm off my fucking seat, dude. My phone fell in my pocket, and it cracked my screen protector, like just like right down the middle. I'm like, bro, I don't even give a fuck. Just I was like, oh shit, like, babe, what's going on? I was like, ah. Like I didn't know what to say, dude. I was all giddy about it, man.
Nah, dude, I didn't believe it, and you like you're saying with all the wrestling journalists, like that shit, like I see it all the time too, but I start thinking of it as like the people from the news with the weather, where it's like, oh, there's a chance it's gonna rain, and it's like,
Exactly,
well,
dude.
no
That's a good
shit,
example.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh, there's a 1% chance, and it's like there's always a chance something could happen. Like, how is this news? Like
hmm
it.
It's
So it's
like,
yeah,
oh, I'm sorry, but
no, no,
like you said, like how you compare it to the weather, it's like CM Punk could like go on like Twitter or X, whatever, and like tells a fan like, "Oh, shut up." CM Punk explodes that fan, and I'm like, dude, fuck the right off, dude. Like, fuck off. Like, it's so stupid, and it's like I waste my time because I watched the video. And I'm
uh,
just saying, like, man, you're wasting my fucking time on this, dude. Like, get out of here. So it's like whenever I hear stories about like wrestlers coming back, or if it says like surprise entry for Rumble or surprise return, I don't want to watch it, dude. It's like I just want to be genuinely surprised. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I don't like the news. It's almost getting like the real news, fake news. No, where they're just making shit up. Where it's like, oh, it could happen. Like, how was it? Oh, Cult of Personality remastered their song. Is this a hint of CM Punk coming back? Or
I
and it's
know.
like, dude, like there were so many things where it's like,
It's like,
okay, you're kind of stretching it there.
oh, CM Punk seen out in public eating snow cones, reference to ice cream bars. CM Punk coming back. CM Punk return.
CM Punk confirmed. Yeah, it
I
was.
know, dude. Like they were like no matter who it is, like they would just really stretch that shit out.
Hmm.
But I think
Yeah.
as far like genuinely like this return, like even when he was in AEW, like it surprised me, because you're like, fuck, I never thought he was gonna come back to wrestling or fuck, let alone go back to WWE. And then sure enough, it happens, man. But like I think on the other side, I was thinking about AEW, like, fuck, is there really a return? Like or a surprise person that shows up that got me excited. I know Moxley was one
I
when
I know I know when the vignettes came out, and I didn't know really anything about that. Was when I fell off of wrestling again. I never knew about Dean Ambrose or anything. But when
mhm.
you started seeing the vignettes, like where he's breaking out of a prison or something like that, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
And my buddy Retro Horror Inc., he was like, "Oh yeah, he's coming to AEW," and that's when I started to get into it and like no realizing how big of a deal it was that he was over there.
Yeah. I think like with Moxley, he was probably like the second one for me. for AEW because the first one, maybe Jericho, like it wasn't really
Mhm.
a surprise entrance, but when he was like saying like, "Oh, I'm all elite," like when it was first building up, you're just like, "Oh fuck, Chris Jericho's a part of it, man." Like maybe this is a big fucking deal, you know? Because he's Chris Jericho's like one of the top stars, like
Oh yeah,
especially like just of all time, honestly.
yeah.
So it's just like him joining another company. You're just like, oh shit, like this is fucking for real. Like that's crazy. Like I'm into it, you know?
And that was when people just thought it was like a one-off type event, right? Like a almost like a grandiose indie type showcase or
Yeah,
something.
like I thought he was just gonna be there just for promotion, but now it's like he's like their first champion, fucking getting bladed all over the fucking place, like doing shit he doesn't have to do, but he still does it, man. Like props to Jericho, man.
No, I
Like
remember. I remember the last time I popped. I think you were here. When we were, or I don't know if you were here, but we watched one of the AEW pay per views, and
I think I know who you're talking about.
William Regal
Yes,
showed up.
I
Yeah,
remember
and I
my
was like,
notes.
yeah, and I was like, oh shit,
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
like, what the fuck? Like he just
Yeah,
like no music or anything, just came out and fucking pulled Brian Danielson and Moxie by the ears, like, no, no, no. And then got him in a fucking Regal stretch, like, hey, yo, you just stop it, you know?
no, that
Just
was pretty crazy.
dude, I just imagine I think the best thing ever would have been William Regal coming out, but he starts doing the Steven Seagal flips where he doesn't touch him, you know? And then they just sell
They
for
just
him and
rowdy sell for him.
all the security. He's just there, fucking flipping everybody over, not touching him. That would have been one of the greatest things, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that tripped me out when he showed up, and then he's like, how long was he there for? Maybe a year or two, and now he's gone. And I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
and so
Like,
like he's back in WWE, just chilling. You know, I mean,
yeah,
props to
he's
him, dude. Like, in the end, it's like you just want the best for most of them because some of them could be like assholes, whatever. But it's like I never heard a bad thing about William Regal. You know?
yeah, he's always been everyone says, oh, he's great, this and that, and then I was thinking too of when like Daniel Bryan and Soraya showed up on AEW, and it was like, are they okay? Like, isn't there a reason they retired? Like
I know.
they were told not to wrestle again, right?
Well, I know. I think with Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson, whatever.
Yeah,
Uh, like with
I'm dyslexic. I don't know which. Yeah.
uh, uh, like him I wasn't too worried about because I guess the doctors cleared him when he was in WWE.
Hmm.
So he wrestled for a few years. I mean, fuck, he was champion again, you know?
Hmm.
So him I wasn't too worried about, but like with Saraya or Paige, like when they transferred over, then it's like, fuck, well, I hope she's okay, you know? It's like, you hear all the stories of just like that's fucking scary. That's terrifying, like terrible neck injuries. And
Yeah, yeah.
then, like with AEW, like how they are, it's like hard hitting and it looks like it
Oh
fucking
my god.
hurts. Well, I
No,
know it
no.
hurts in general, but
Yeah,
like, but it's like fuck, like the safety's a little bit pulled back in AEW, so it's I'm just there like God, like don't let her get hurt again. You know what I mean? Knock on
uh
wood.
huh. Fucking little China doll, Paige or Soraya. Uh, and what was I gonna say too about fucking? I know you were talking about John Cena's return. Kind of hyped you up over there in
Yeah,
WWE.
like
Even Edge. I was thinking of Edge too when he came back. That was pretty.
I wrote that after I sent you the picture of like my
Uh,
notes because
that was pretty emotional. I remember when he came back. He was like, they're like
I know I know I was like what the I was watching with my brother and my fiance and like I'm just there like like I didn't know what to say, it's like you think like they're just there chilling, like not gonna come back at all because of their injury. And then with Cena, like I think it was like 2008. Fuck, dude,
hmm
that's such a long time ago. But my one of my best friends, Jacob, I mean, he just started getting into wrestling, but we were kids at the time, like 10, 12 years old. And so, like, at the time, uh, both of our favorite wrestlers, like, we're little kids. So it's John Cena, of course, right? He's out. And then, sure enough, he comes out number 30. And then we're just like, oh, crap, dude. Like, this is the craziest fucking shit I've ever seen, Like, just getting goosebumps like just thinking about it. And then he goes on to win the Rumble, and that was one of the coolest memories. It's just like because I didn't know too much about injuries at the time, but it's just like he has surgery. I was like, fuck, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be out like forever.
Yeah,
Just I think he was out for like what, like 3 months.
that seems like forever, especially fucking back then. Like
I
now,
know,
I don't know. Time's so different now when we have the internet to
I
pass it
know,
by and
dude.
all
I
that
know it's
shit.
like you got distractions.
It
So
was different back then.
I just wanted to ask you, since like we're talking about like returns, specifically for like AEW, how do you feel about them just signing like a bunch of people? Like, do you feel like when a wrestler returns or surprises you in AEW, do you think it kind of takes away the factors like, oh, they're going to get lost in the mix because they
It,
got such a big roster?
dude, it was cool at the beginning, like seeing like Sting come back or the first couple like Ruby Soho when they like signed her. That was kind of cool. Like when they were taking WWE people that just didn't have the opportunity or had better like oh, we could showcase them over here. But now they're like kind of getting lost in the shuffle. They're oversaturated and I mean it's just my opinion, of course, about like AEW over there, but they're like
Mm-hmm.
putting themselves through literal like crazy shit. Like look at Sting, the stuff he's going through. Like, dude,
He's that dude's 61, 65.
yeah, something like that.
He's
I'd
in the
say,
60s. I'm like, bro, you don't have to jump for the 200 section, my guy. You
dude.
don't have to
Remember
do that.
he like got fucking hurt from a buckle bomb in WWE. That right? That's what
Uh-huh.
fucked him up
I think he broke his collarbone or shoulder blade.
from
Like,
Seth Rollins doing the buckle bomb to him. I remember that being like the big deal. And
uh-huh.
then here he is jumping off of tables and doing
I
fucking
know,
crazy
man.
bumps. And it's like, dude, like you couldn't even take a buckle bomb over here, and you're doing all like you don't need to do anything, like
I know, man.
shit.
It's like you're Sting. Like, you've done enough, bro. You're like,
Yeah.
no pun intended, you're a fucking icon. Like, it's fine. Like, you're just there chilling. It's like, and then I think a lot of people are complaining now because it's like they're signing, not signing, but I guess getting more older wrestlers. Because I know with Ric Flair, a lot of people are complaining about Ric Flair, man.
Yeah.
I know that for
No,
sure. I'm one of
I had
them.
a no, I had an article here. Let me fucking pull it up while wrestling. Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. Here, it's right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, go
Let me
ahead.
look. Yeah. So Ric Flair has landed himself in hot water after an overly long ring promo segment on Rampage that was taped. Flair invited all the women in the audience from ages 18 to 28 to meet him in his hotel room. No boyfriends or husbands. The line is expected to be removed from the broadcast. So
Oh
yeah,
my
like
god,
I
dude.
know I know when I heard about that, I thought, okay, and we were talking about a little. That's typical Ric Flair. Because do you remember when Dark Side of the Ring showed, and they had the plane ride from hell,
Oh damn,
and
that shit was
he
crazy, man.
and that's whole other shit we could talk about in future shit. But
Yeah,
uh, when he was doing the helicopter to fucking stewardesses with his
I
dick
know.
or whatever, and
God damn it, man.
remember he was gonna like sign with AEW, right? And they slowed it down, didn't they? Like because he
At
was
the
gonna
time,
go with
right?
like an I think he was gonna go sign with Andrade because they had just pulled
Yes.
Andrade over there.
Yeah, because he got hired on, and then
Hmm.
Dark Side of the Ring came out, and then I think that's something too, especially like cancel culture. You can only do so much of it, and then people are just gonna like forget about it after a bit. Because I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about it. I forgot about it until you mentioned it right now. I was like,
Oh, I
wait, when
don't
do we hate
forget
Ric Flair again?
things.
I was like, I hate him because he should just retire already. Wait, what about this sexual allegation bullshit? What's that? Duh.
Well, me personally, I've been reading this Ric Flair book, The Last Real World Champion. And, you think about like when we I don't know when you learned of him, but when I saw him in AC, what the fuck? Uh, a lot of editing to this. Now, when I saw him in WCW, he was what, like 45 years old, and that's when I
Dude,
thought
that's
he was like,
crazy.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, cool, Ric Flair's cool, but he was already old, and then
Yeah,
like
man.
he had already wrestled for like 20 years since the age of 20, and then now here he is 180 years old or however
I
old
don't
he
know,
is.
man. It's like gotta stop the Fire Nation, bro. Like one top at a time. Like man, he. But I can actually recall when like the first time I saw Ric Flair, and I think it was before like the plane ride from hell like actually happened, and that was when he fought Vince McMahon at the Royal Rumble in 2002. They
Mhm.
had a no holds barred match, uh, to because I think at the time Vince bought WCW, and then Ric Flair shows up. Like, oh, you and me, we're partners. And then that's the gif of Vince going like this, like, do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's where it came from, I think. But I just remember seeing like, oh damn, like Ric Flair's bleeding so much. Oh no, like underdog bullshit. But it's like I didn't know what that shit meant at the time. I'm just like, oh, I just want this guy to get his ass kicked. And that was
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
I was like 7 years old. Like that's my first vivid memory of Ric Flair. And it's like, god damn, and just for him to still keep on going when he should have stopped when Shawn Michaels put him down.
Oh man, that would see that was like the perfect match. You know what I mean?
Uh,
But I think that's what like wanted. That's what brought him back because it was such a good match. And it's like, dude, it's because you're working with Shawn Michaels. Like
I
he,
know, man.
he was
Have you
steering
gone
that
back?
whole
Have you
thing.
gone back to see it?
I'm
Like
pretty sure I
anytime
have.
recently?
I'm pretty sure I
It's a
did.
good match. It really
It is.
is. But it's like wrestling wise, it kind of gets lost in the mix because you have all the other matches on that card, which are really fucking good as well. But that one sticks out just because of the moment that happens at the end, you know?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love you. And then he just
It's
kicks him.
like a karate chops him behind the kneecaps and he just falls on himself.
And then he like pins him and then like hugs his head like he just shot
dude,
his own son or his own
it was
father or
sad,
something.
man. I remember watching it like tearing up a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like wrestling like that has never made me so emotional. And then for something like that to just for her to be like, I'm gonna come back. You know, like I'm gonna just do it again. And so it just kind of taints it. You know, like that. This sucks.
No, yeah, and we were. I was going to talk about segueing into storylines for the like wrestling right now because we don't have storylines like that anymore. Very far and few. I think CM Punk was trying to do it a lot in AEW, try to bring like a good story to tell
Yeah, with
with
the
every
MJF.
match. Yeah, MJF, FTR,
Hmm.
any match he had, even with Darby Allen. Like every time he tried to have a match with someone, it was a good story. And I was trying to think of what like currently what stories are going on that are like good. And I know you had
Hmm.
mentioned the one of the big ones with Cody Rhodes. Man, I remember when Cody Rhodes showed up in WWE too. That was a
Dude, that was a big thing too. I should have fucking
yeah.
included that. You know, like
Well,
that's
there's so many and
uh,
like they get lost in the shuffle. It's like, dang, but that was badass too.
crazy to think that was almost 2 years ago already. Because that was
And
WrestleMania 38, and we're about to hit 40 right now.
oh,
That's crazy,
fucking
man. But I think I know. I think right now what WWE is doing a good job of is planning. Yeah, man, I hate using the terms. It makes me sound like a loser. But planting the seeds, you know, like even though like oh like he has to finish the story, which I thought he was gonna win at 39, but you know the whole bloodline bullshit happened, so he ended up
yeah,
losing. And
yeah.
then now I feel like it's just set up again for him to win it, but it just gets. I feel like a lot of shit, like you said, gets lost in the shuffle because it's like, oh fuck, you have CM Punk coming back, you know, or maybe we should put the title on him. Oh wait, but no, LA Knight's getting big. Maybe we should do something with him.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, and then
like,
Logan
dude,
Paul's there. Like we
yeah,
want
dude.
everyone likes him, and there's yeah, they're signing people. And I'm not saying they're not signing good people,
Uh huh.
uh, but it's like yeah, you don't want these storylines to get like oh, finish the story and then it never gets finished. Like
Yeah,
what the fuck,
man.
you know?
I think that's like the long term booking of it. That's where I'm like, fuck, they're doing a real good job of it now. It's like I'm fucking invested. Like, for example, like the Sami Zayn when he joined the Bloodline, dude, I was so invested in that. And then I saw it unfold live at the Royal Rumble when he hit him with the chair. Like that's ear popping, like how loud that
Damn.
was, you know. And I was just so invested. And then, sure enough, him and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, like they won at WrestleMania, and I so emotional, dude. It's like fuck, dude. Like that's what I love about wrestling. It's like let alone like good wrestling in general, But it's like you want the entertainment aspect of it too. Like that's what pulls me back in. So I feel like Cody Rhodes, me personally, if he was to win the Rumble, he should dethrone Roman Reigns. I feel like he deserves it, honestly. Like I
Yeah.
know CM Punk's a big story right now too, but I mean, if he's gonna be there for the long run, give him some time. Like he could get it down the road. I feel like he's gonna get it down the road either way. But right now, just let Cody have it.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's it seemed like the seeds, like you said, that they had planted from the very beginning when they brought him in
Uh huh.
to eventually put the belt on him. And yeah, Roman Reigns is a good champion, but it's like, dude, they're letting him beat everyone, and it's always like a DQ finish or some sort of
It's
sketchy
some
shit.
shitty finish, and not
Yeah,
only
yeah,
that, it's also he's just gone for a long time. Remember when they
yeah.
did that shit? Oh, 30-day clause. You have to defend it at least every 30 days. I guess that shit got thrown out the fucking window because no one brings it up anymore. So I think the last time we saw Roman Reigns was Crown Jewel, and he's just gonna come back like what in like 2 weeks or some shit like that. I don't know.
I haven't even like kept up with that because of the whole CM Punk thing. Like, I don't think anyone really cares about Roman Reigns. I mean, they do, but all the drama
Mm-hmm.
and. But I was thinking, as far as CM Punk goes, I don't think, like you said, they don't need to really put a belt on him for him to be over. They
Uh
could just have
huh.
him have like random matches or build a story. Who do you think you'd want him to see wrestle? Because I was thinking I'd like to see him wrestle like Logan Paul or Ricochet or even Braun Breaker if you want to go like
Oh, dude,
NXT,
fuck. I think that'd be cool to have him go up against some like new up and comers from NXT, like specifically
Mhm.
Braun Breaker too, man. It took a while for him to grow on me, but he really did grow on me, Braun Breaker.
You didn't like him from the beginning. He looks just like
Oh
big
man.
Papa Pump, big baddie booty daddy.
And like, nah, dude, he looks like a fucking jock, dude. It pissed me off. I think he still looks like one, but like, now he shows like emotion. It's just like you
Mhm.
can only do so much of, oh, I'm just happy to be here, like that. Get the shit out of here. But for right now, I think the main talk is like CM Punk versus Rollins, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah, they've
I
already
know. So,
setting that up.
and it makes me think. I don't know when. I don't see Rollins giving up the belt is sometime soon, but I know I'm like 85% sure they're trying to build up to a Rollins versus Punk down the line.
Hmm.
And I'm just wondering like how they're gonna do it. Maybe Rollins will cost like CM Punk the opportunity, vice versa, loses the belt. That's settled to the side. But the one thing I wanted to bring up is like you got so many good storylines. The one I'm concerned about it's that got lost in the mix is the Money in the Bank briefcase, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen with that at all.
They keep teasing it all the time, like where he's about to cash in, and then some random thing like Looney Tunes type shit, like Sami Zayn captures it, or the ref gets knocked out before they could hand it
Mm-hmm.
over, or he gets, so it's like, yeah, I could definitely see what you're saying, where maybe uh CM Punk causes Seth Rollins to lose the belt to Damian Priest, so that puts Damian Priest over, and then
Mm-hmm.
they have their feud,
That makes
without any
sense.
belts, because they don't need, neither of them really needs belt. Fucking
Mm.
Seth Rollins comes out and they're singing his song for like 10 minutes.
Dude,
Oh,
he's over.
I don't even know the Halo, ha 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 ha, ha. Like,
Everyone just starts floating like that, fucking astral projecting and shit. But yeah, it's like that's a big story in itself. It's like, you know, CM everyone wants to fight CM Punk. I guess either just for the storyline of it or just the aspect that everyone fucking hates him. I guess,
Yeah,
at least from what I've been seeing, I mean, that's what I want to see is CM Punk versus Rollins in the end. Because that not much has happened there, but it's like fuck, I'm interested already. With all the videos you've been seeing going around. Like we'll bring that up another time. Like what do you think? Like what's real and what's not?
yeah. You
But
don't know.
that
Is it a work or a shoot, brother? You want to work? I want to shoot.
don't work yourself into a shoot, brother. Good night, everyone, except the marks that go on the internet. Oh,
We'll show a
Hogan.
quick clip here. This is real quick.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
That's me from when I would go to work and deal with the people at work. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
They're asking me, oh, how come you don't talk to anyone at the company picnic?
Nah, I don't know. And now that he's like gone from AEW, and you're seeing all these stories come out trying to keep the heat off of Tony Khan, that he wasn't the one who fired him or this and that. Like, I don't know.
Man,
It
it's so much, dude. It's like it starts to feel like news. It's like you want to watch it. It's like you want to watch it, but it's like fuck, dude. It gives me a headache sometimes,
yeah.
man.
It's like
It's
the Israel Palestinian war. It's like, dude, like yeah, you just start hearing so much from both sides, and you're like, dude, I just want to like live or watch
it's so overwhelming, dude. Because it's like I don't know if you saw the news. Well, not the news. The oh my god, here I fucking go. Right. Uh, like the story that supposedly Danielson was the one responsible for getting him fired. But it makes me think, I was like, they were like good friends in fucking WWE, weren't they? Like they love working with each other, and it's like,
yeah.
so that's where it's like, man, dude, I don't know who to fucking believe right now. Like you said, fake news, fake news.
Yeah, and then the whole thing of, oh well, no one's gonna hate Brian Danielson because he's just the best guy in the world. So if you try to say, well, it was kind of him that did it, everyone would be like, oh, but he's probably got his reasons because he just doesn't do things like that for any reasons.
Yeah,
Like
exactly. It's like
yeah,
they say, oh, he's a good guy. It's like, but is he really though? He's vegan.
and he's got that eye patch now. Like he's starting to go all villain
I know, man.
on us
You
and
you,
shit.
you start watching One Piece once, and you think you're a pirate, bro. Like I'm like
Pirates,
Danielson. What are you doing?
pirates are in. They're still showing Scott Pilgrim now. No, I don't know. I have a little bit of other news here that I wanted to share with you. Let me pull it up here. Ryback. Do you remember when
Oh
he
my
tweeted out?
god,
And Ryback blocked me because I talked shit to him. I don't remember exactly what I said to him, but I did talk shit to him, and he blocked me. But he had put that he would retire if CM Punk
oh
showed
my
up,
god,
and he didn't retire. He's like, nah, he had to show up in AEW. That doesn't count. And
oh my god. Give me a
now he's
fucking break,
tweeting, when I return to wrestling, my pop will be twice as loud as Fragile Phil's, and it won't need to be in my hometown to surpass it.
bro. Why
Hashtag
the in
hungry.
that picture he looks so gassed already?
Did you I never grew up watching Ryback wrestle. Did you watch Ryback wrestle? Were
I
you a fan
did,
of him?
yeah.
Was he any good?
Uh, I'm
Okay, I'm pretty
it's
sure
like,
that
next
answers the
question, please.
question.
Um, I'm trying to think, man. Like, cause it was like 2012, so I saw the pipe bomb shit. I still like CM Punk. He just turned heel. I think a lot of people liked him because of the fucking catchphrases, like the
Hmm.
feed me more shit, and I mean, kind of a bad comparison, but it was more like the Goldberg effect. You feed him a bunch of jobbers, he beats them 2-on-1s, and then I don't think he necessarily had like an undefeated streak, but at the time it's like fuck, like I wonder if they're gonna put the belt on him. You know what I mean? Because he was
Hmm.
just so hot, so over. But
Hmm.
then again, it's like I don't know if it's necessarily his fault because the way they ended that match against him and Punk, and then just fucking blew him off afterwards. Uh, he was good. He was a decent big guy. He wasn't like the best. You know what I mean?
Hmm. But
Like,
he's not as good as how he remembers himself. Like
yeah,
I couldn't say
it's kind of
that.
like he kind of reminds me of the dad that dropped out of high school. Like they peaked in high school, so that's all they talk about.
Yeah, yeah. The
No,
is it
man.
like Uncle Rico or something?
Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, exactly,
Yeah.
dude. And it's like honestly, if he was to come back, I would just be like, okay, like that's honestly that's all I could really say about it, man. But I just know that dude has some fucking problems.
The one dude like in the corner, woo, like or that
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
that TikTok where like the grandma's like, hooray or whatever, like
Oh boy.
great job. But yeah, no, I
Oh,
thought I would share a little bit of that news with you. Other news here, uh this was a little while ago, I think maybe a week ago.
dude.
WWE Hall of Famer Tammy Sytch has been sentenced to 7 years in prison and 8 years of probation. And this was when she killed a guy. She like
Oh,
drove. She was
17 years. Oh shit.
yeah. And if I remember
Damn.
correctly, what happened? She was driving under the influence of alcohol and drugs, ran like into a guy, an old man's car from behind, and killed him.
And then
Which
she drove off, right? Did she drive
yeah,
off?
yeah, yeah, I think so.
Oh,
And
what
it
a
was already
fucking
like,
bitch.
yeah, it's
Oh
like I
man.
don't know, what to think because this was what one. I think I wrote it down here. She was AOL's most downloaded woman of 1996. That's, and I was just thinking, like, yeah, I remember being more of a I'm a Sunny,
Sable.
Sable person.
Hmm.
Yeah, because those
Dude,
titties.
man, dude. Sunny, man. She had like, well, when you see pictures of her, like, man, dude,
Yeah,
man, what a heartbreaker, man.
no,
And then the thing that
Sunny's.
it's sad, man. It's like, I think I heard stories about. Well, you see shit where it's like, she sold her Hall of Fame ring. Did she have like a Hall of Fame ring or something? She sold it for like drugs or something.
Did she?
Was
Man,
this?
I
It
believe it.
was. It was something like that. I know they said she did porn for a little bit to like make money. Dude, it's like all that's just fucking heartbreaking, my dude. But it's like, you're thinking of driving. It's like you're a fucking bitch, whatever. Like, I don't feel fucking bad,
This is her from just what from the WWE Hall of Fame, like so many years back.
dude. Do
So
you
I
know
mean,
what year that was?
what year
Oh
was
my
that?
god, that had to have been like within the past 10 years. No.
Yeah, yeah, because it was when she was at the Hall of Fame. Oh God,
Oh
pop
shit!
ups.
All the cookies.
Asian chapter 32. No, I don't know.
Dude, that's so
Um,
crazy, man.
man,
I
why the
sh-
fuck isn't it telling me?
Dude, she
Wait,
she looks good right there. You know.
yeah, I'm saying like this is a big fall from grace if she looked that good at the Hall of Fame.
Uh huh.
WWE
Man,
Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, 2011.
2011. Damn.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, shit. I guess, man. A lot of shit happens within like 10 years, 12 years already.
yeah, I've gained a lot of weight too. I know how it
It's like,
is.
I grew. I grew. Nah, but
No,
speaking
yeah,
of like the news and just sad shit. Did you hear the story about the NXT? I don't know if she got released or she just quit, but it was like one of the NXT trainees that wanted to be a wrestler. Is Giovanna Eberneo? Eberneo? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she released a video recently of like why she left NXT and her time in Orlando. Yeah, I don't know if you looked into it, but she was talking about like the language barrier that she would have here in America because I think she was Brazilian, if I remember correctly.
Hmm.
and it was just so inconvenient timing because she had went shopping with her friends at a mall, and there was a fucking shooting there, and she was stuck in one of the restrooms. And she said that one time she was training, she got concussed really bad and knocked her out for like months, and she got sent to the hospital a bunch of times because she didn't know whether or not it was serious or not, and she was having trouble making friends, uh, like at
Oh,
the
really?
facility.
Just because of her language barrier?
I think so. Like that's what
Man.
it said. I was like, in Florida? Like, are you sure? But like just the fact like she was having so much trouble, like in general, especially like something as like scarring as being part not being part of, but like experiencing like a mass shooting, you know? Like
Yeah, yeah.
I like that should have a fucking toll on you, my guy. Like
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
blame
You wouldn't
you.
want to be in America if you were part of that shit.
Shit, I would
Yeah.
want to be in America in general.
No, and I'm looking at like her YouTube and like she's telling her story, like a 25-minute long video though,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't even get to see this, and I didn't know about her, but like why I decided to leave WWE, share my personal journey, the real reasons for leaving WWE. Story's more about wrestling. It's not about losing my essence, preserving myself, and finding happiness. Don't miss out on this heartfelt insight. And I mean, she looks good. She doesn't look like, like she looks athletic. She looks like someone NXT would have. I'm not sure, like, you know.
Yeah, it's let me see if I can find like kind of like the replies to it,
Mhm.
because I remember just like hearing about it, and this shit was just so fucking sad. Um, yeah, it was just pretty much like the mall shooting, the fact she got rocked really bad while she was training,
Mhm.
because they said like, oh, like you're okay. We're not saying it was the trainer, like the doctor's fault or anything, because they told her like to play it cool, but she waited so long that it really like knocked her out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So like it knocked off her whole like equilibrium, if I remember reading it correctly. But that's just fucking sad, bro. And it's like I don't know how much of the language barrier. Like I can understand that has like a big effect, but it's like it's Florida, you know what I mean? Like I don't know where Orlando is exactly in Florida, but I feel like there'll be like a Spanish speaking community there, that's
Mhm.
large in general. I feel like she would find someone to help, you know, like convey the messages, I guess.
Yeah. Well, like a community to not
Yeah,
feel so
exactly.
alone, but I don't know. Some people, I mean, some people just are made that way. They're so introverted or whatever, and no one. And then she's pretty. I could see why girls wouldn't want to reach out to her because they'd be
Uh huh.
jealous of her, or men wouldn't want to reach out to her because she's good looking. I feel like
Like an
there's the old,
intimidation thing. Yeah.
there's that old age of like, oh, that she's the popular girl. She must get all the guys, but no one ever asks her out because she's too popular. You know what I mean? So she's lonely. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like I just nothing but the best for her. Like whatever she decides to do.
In her
That-
future endeavors. But lastly, we'll look at to cheer up the mood, and we'll look at some weird botches here. I got
oh
a couple
Jesus
of yeah, a
Christ!
couple here. So I couldn't find the video to this, but
Oh man!
here's a girl drilling a dildo into a guy's mouth in a wrestling ring. So I assume it's a wrestling match. I was trying to find the video, but I did not want to search drilling dildo in a guy's mouth and
It's,
ruin my algorithm.
I got you, man. It's like it's ready by search bar,
The FBI, yeah, the FBI is gonna hit me up, man. What are you looking up, bro? No.
dude. I think it's just so funny because it's like, what is your initial reaction to be like to grab the fucking thing and start deep throating it? I'm just kidding. Instead of just flailing your arms like this,
Yeah,
like, oh no,
like the
oh,
mandible claw or something.
I've been bamboozled. Oh no, oh god, she got me.
My one weakness, like,
Oh my god, I just saw this on TikTok and it made me cringe a little bit, dude. I don't know what to even say about that shit, man. It's
no, there's nothing to say about it. I could say that.
He couldn't say anything either. He was choking on the dick, man. Like
That's how you start out in this business. Yeah.
back in my day, it would have been two of those.
You want to make money, don't you? You want to be a star, don't you? I got another botch here. I don't know. I remember you sent me to look for a splash or a 450 splash. There's so many 450 splash botches.
I know, dude.
So I found this one. We'll look at this one here. Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
Oh my god.
We'll see it from another angle. And I enjoy how his body stiffens up, so you know he's knocked the fuck out. You know.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm laughing so much.
Oh my god.
I swear,
That
all
looks
I
so
watch
crazy.
I watch a lot of UFC videos where they just get like knocked out. You know, like the
Oh, their mouthpiece
compilation.
falls out and shit, right?
Yeah, like in the video game. And,
Those are great, man. Honestly. Yeah, fuck. Next time we do this again, I'll send you the videos, like whenever I come
yeah,
across them, so you can bring them up and shit.
there's a
But
lot of 450 splash botches.
yeah,
Like a lot.
it was one of some local wrestling show they did, and they had to tell the title hanging up, but the way they had it was like they had two posts like attached to the ring post, so it made it taller.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. And
Yeah, and then like
he
he was on top
accidentally
of the ladder, and
uh-huh.
then so he jumps for the 450, but then his feet catch on to the rope that's holding the belt, and it brings everything down.
Yeah.
But like it just looks so cartoonishly funny because it doesn't look like he bounces off the floor, but it looks like the rope's holding him up, so he's bouncing like this, you know. And then the posts that are holding up the title, they're just bent in.
Yeah, and the ref doesn't really know what to do because the
Yeah,
belt's all the
he's
way
just saying like,
down. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, do I just grab him from here? I don't know, dude. Man, but next time I'll be better prepared, man. Like,
No. I was thinking like, okay, maybe that'd pop up, but I'm like, well, there's a lot of botches like that. I have another clip here, or not even a clip, just a picture. Here's a wrestling venue at a Walmart, and I was like, that's kind of cool. I wish my local Walmart had that. Like, I don't know how the fuck they'd have an indie match and it's in the clothing section, so it's like way deep in the Walmart. Like,
I think it's just
oh
funny. You got the people sitting up front, and then the lady on the far left, she's just looking like just ignoring, like doing her shopping.
and then I imagine like Walmart already has like the craziest fights, let
I
alone to
know.
have
There's like,
like
might as well just
wrestling
let them duke
matches.
it out here for free and shit. I guess.
We might as well bring a ring into here into the case.
Yes.
Oh no, Walmart's terrible though. If you're gonna do your grocery shopping, there's only one place to. No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, stop. You be fucking forgetting on flashbacks right now. Just
Listening to what is it? Rolling Stones or something like that.
Creed.
Hey,
It's
children.
Creed is Clearwater Revival.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, hey, children, it's just a shot away. It's just a shot away. Here's
Oh my god, the song goes so hard.
here's another clip I wanted to show you. Yeah, this is I don't know what mascot that is, but it's wrestling a bear. And it's
Damn. She
dang.
held the tights. That's fucked
I'll
up.
s- I'll say the bear put the Asian girl over. Pretty
Um,
fucked up.
dude, next time we'll bring it up. We gotta show the video of like Kenny Omega fighting the 9-year-old. That one I crack up. Have you
Oh
seen that one?
yeah, I've seen bits and pieces of it because I know Jim Cornette's always talking shit about
Really?
his
Oh
matches
man, dude.
and like I look up some of them from now and then and I'm like, yeah, this is kind of cringe, but I mean, he's still a good looking athlete, you know. Kenny
Yeah.
Omega. No,
Nah, dude,
that
he's still good. He's still one of my favorites. Like he could do whatever he wants at this point. He
yeah,
could
no,
he could jump off the 200 section unlike Sting.
well, that there was that one where he what did he do? He like whenever he broke through the cage that other day and his like knee got
Oh, he
stuck.
caught.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, you know, like whiplash." I'm like, "God, that looked nasty." Like, how the fuck did he not hurt himself with his like surgically repaired body? You know, like hurt something.
It
That
was
was
that
that was pretty
one, that
rowdy.
move, and then when he was fighting Osprey, I don't. Do you
Mhm.
remember he was gonna give him that driver, but he just dropped him on his head, fucking completely.
Dude, that was nasty.
That shit
That
made
was
me wince so hard.
yeah.
Like I was speechless. I was just
That
like,
looked as bad,
fuck,
dude. That looked as bad as when like Big E got dropped on his neck, you know, and Big E,
man.
man, like, and that sucked because that actually Big E got a neck thicker than fucking Mike Tyson's in his prime, and he still got hurt from that, you know, like
Did
probably
you
would have
hear like
killed.
his neck saved his fucking life because his
Yeah,
neck is so thick
yeah, like
that
that would have killed or paralyzed anyone else or something, and
that it's just so much muscle. It kept everything in place and it like healed naturally. That's fucking
crazy,
nuts. I
dude.
think the same shit happened with Brock Lesnar when he did that shooting star press.
Mm,
That
God
he
damn,
didn't break his neck. I think he just got concussed. But he could have broken his neck, but his neck is so fucking big. It saved his life.
that's fucking crazy.
That is
Like,
scary. The one
yeah.
I'm surprised is still alive is fucking Darby Allen, dude. That guy's
Oh,
getting thrown around like a rag doll.
I thought we could talk about that another thing too, but
Mhm.
Darby Allen, it takes like the worst bumps for no reason, dude.
He
Like,
doesn't. It. That's like my dude. I don't think you're 30. Like, there's no way you're 30. If you're above 30, you don't have to do this. Like, you don't
dude,
have to, well, not wrestle, but you don't have to take those bumps, my guy.
nah, dude. I can
Ah,
tell you from experience. I remember I was like 32 years old, and I felt like, you know, fine, like falling or stretching or doing this, and then I hit 33, and then that next year, like it hurt to even just like put my shoes on, you know, like so out of
I,
nowhere it'll hit you, you know what I mean? Like,
I know, dude. It's like I'll just sleep on the fucking couch wrong. I get up and I pull my fucking back, let alone getting fucking suplex on a set of stairs. Like, I just ready to just get up and be like, oh, okay. Who threw that paper?
the other day I went to Walgreens and I fucking tripped on a like a parking block and I ate
Oh,
shit. I felt bad, like an old man, like no give, and I still hurt from it. It was like months
dude.
ago, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? I just tripped on a parking block.
I
Like,
know it's like the minor inconvenience happens to me, and I just think this is where I fucking die. I think like in like 2 years, I'm gonna fucking die, like just from stepping on a pecan and twisting my fucking ankle.
we're gonna look at one more botch, or not even a botch. I know. I'm pretty sure you've already seen this clip. I've seen it a couple times. Uh, there's a fight in a diner, and they're fighting some dude, and this dude just woo fucking Ric Flair
Oh,
chops this dude. See in slow motion.
oh my god, that was loud, dude.
Yeah, what do
Holy
you think of
fucking
that?
shit,
Have you ever
man.
seen that one that video clip?
I think I seen. I thought it was the same one I was thinking of, but no, I haven't seen this one. The one
Yeah.
I'm thinking of is when they're jumping that one that buff black dude, but he's just like taking everything. Dude, have you seen it? They're smacking
No,
him in the back of the head. I'll find it. I'll send it to you
he's
next
just
time.
no
We'll show
selling.
it. Dude, like he just knows something, and then he just fucking goes back with the chair, starts swinging it at everybody. Like it's just at a fight at like a McDonald's or some shit, dude. It's so weird,
Just
man.
watch this chop again right here. Look how he licks the hand.
Oh my god, man. Fucking Gunther's proud of that shit, dude. Oh,
That
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 shit
was
is
pretty
fucking
nasty.
great.
No, Gunther would be pretty cool too for CM Punk. Also, that'd be pretty exciting to see.
Dude, have you ever seen Fairly Odd Parents, or was that like past your time?
Oh, I would always joke with your brother about that. I don't know what I would do. I think I'd be there randomly, like at the bakery or whatever, and I'd be like, "Very godparents" or whatever, like Mr. Crocker or whatever.
Have you seen the episode with Timmy's dad tries to find a job and he becomes a wrestler called the Pencil Pusher?
No.
No, oh man, I'll find that clip. But like the wrestler picks up the dad's dressed up as a fucking pencil called the
Uh-huh.
Pencil Pusher. Like, I'll erase you from existence, and he just gets his ass handed to him. Like this wrestler picks him up, chews on him, and then he fucking breaks him in half like that. That's how I imagine Gunther and CM Punk would be.
Fucking Gunther's just gonna
Dude,
slap the shit out of CM Punk.
dude,
No, that's awesome.
I'll find a video, man. I gotta make that fucking note right here.
Oh yeah, no,
That's
we'll
just too
definitely get
great.
into other stuff. But yeah, no, I think that was good for a first episode of That's All Kayfabe with Lorenzo and Gabe. I want to thank my buddy Gabe for being here and talking wrestling with me. I don't know if you have what do you have to push, Gabe? Your new book coming out. Your no, I don't know.
My political agenda, actually.
Yes, let's talk
Nah, man, it's
Marxism, right? You're a Mark. You're into Marxism.
oh, I should have put that at the bottom of my fucking notes right there. That would have been great. Nah, man, I had a good time just fucking chewing the shit, man. Talk about wrestling. Like you mentioned, you wanted to do this podcast, and this whole week, man, I was just excited for it.
Hell
And
yeah, no.
I felt like honestly, like we could have just gone on forever about this shit. Honestly,
Oh yeah, no. I swear I've had where we could just like when we're watching the pay per view, whatever. We just talk shit for the whole 4 or 5 hours
I
about
know. And
paper
it's like, oh
about
yeah, that happened. Anyway,
yeah, and then we pop for like random moments, but then oh yeah, let's go back to this random conversation. But
yeah, but now
uh
honestly, man, like this was fucking awesome. I really did have a good time, dude. Like, gotta keep on rolling with it, man. I'm down.
no, hell yeah, no, we'll be doing this at least once a week and just talk about wrestling, talk about whatever. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, thanks for being here, and yeah,
Hey,
we'll
man,
fucking do it again next week.
for sure, man.
Everyone,
Thanks for having me, man.
yeah, no, we'll do it. Everyone, bye.